Welcome back, everyone, of the Westlake Hornets Teambuilder Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. As today, it's a rainy one here in Eugene, Oregon. It's been number 5, 7-1 Westlake Hornets set to take on the 4-3 Oregon Ducks. Hornets coming off their most dominant win of the season a week ago against the Washington State Cougars by a score of 49-7. As everyone played in that game for Westlake. Peyton Curtis threw 4 touchdowns. The defense racked up 5 interceptions. And they have a ton of momentum heading into this football game. Meanwhile, for Oregon, they're 4-3, and it's been a roller coaster this season. If they've beaten some really talented teams, they've also lost to some duds, as they are in their home turf, and you don't want to play here in Eugene, here at Autzen Stadium, as these two teams actually played back in the Las Vegas Bowl in Season 2, Westlake's first ever bowl game, and they ended up losing to the Oregon Ducks. And to put things in perspective for how long ago that game was, Westlake running back Dante Savage was still in middle school, which is pretty crazy to think about now that he is a college superstar when these two teams meet again. Welcome everyone to Autzen Stadium here in Eugene, Oregon, as in Eugene on Halloween. This one should be fun. The number 5, 7-1 Westlake Hornets set to take on the 4-3 Oregon Ducks. On for the coin toss, Westlake will choose tails because tails never fails. You know the drill, and it lands on tails. Westlake will choose to kick off and send their defense out. I wonder how the kids are going to be able to trick or treat with all this rain. Anyway, 3rd and inches here for the Oregon Ducks. James in motion, as it'll be an option. The quarterback, Michael Burke, keeps it, and he gains 10, as this Oregon offense loves to pound the rock. And they're doing just that today. Last week, Westlake took on a very pass-heavy offense in Washington State. Now this is a very run-heavy offense in Oregon as it's 3rd and 3. Burke will keep it on an option. Does he get it? I don't think he did. He does not. Only gaining 3, setting up an interesting 4th and 1. That's Sean Briggs with the tackle. Oregon will go for it, and I think that's the right move because they're not quite in field goal range, and they're so close to the first down. You might as well go for it as Burke under pressure, and he will be sacked. That is Lawrence McCoon, and someone else was there as well. I think that's Agobo Inecho jumping over the defender. Him and McCoon bring the quarterback down, and Westlake will get the football, keeping the score at 0 apiece. Oregon quarterback Michael Burke was very slow to get up after the sack by Agobo Inecho, and Lawrence McCoon will keep you posted on that injury as it could be serious. First down handoff for Peyton Curtis. Not a super mobile quarterback, but Curtis will start this drive off with a run of 24 yards. Not known for his mobility, but he's showing off the legs there. Michael Burke has been diagnosed with an abdominal strain. It's not a very serious injury, and there's a pretty good chance he will return in this game, especially if it is close. Meanwhile, Westlake is driving down the field pretty nicely. It's now 1st and goal at the 8. Malik Brown in motion as Curtis looking to throw it. Curtis running with it. Under pressure, he will be sacked for a loss of 3 yards. The play will be made by Calvin Meeks, the senior defensive tackle. This is a guy who Westlake was going after a number of years ago in recruiting, and he's turned into an absolute dominant force, and I'm very sure this Hornets defense wish they had. Calvin Meeks would have been in the recruiting class with guys like Sean Briggs, Everett Lemieux, Agobo Inecho, William Underwood, who are now redshirt juniors or true seniors, is on 3rd and goal. Curtis looking to throw it, risky pass, but he connects with a redshirt freshman from Edmonton, Canada. That's Noah Newton for the Westlake touchdown, and they strike first. Oregon has a new quarterback in the game. That is senior Josh Bush, as it's now 3rd and 1 here for the Ducks. Bush and Billy Baker are in the backfield as it's going to be a pass. Bush under pressure. He will be brought down. That's the redshirt freshman Ray Johnson with the sack, and that'll force an Oregon 3-and-out. Westlake's offense did absolutely nothing, so here's the Oregon Duck offense out for a 2nd down and 2, as it'll be kept by Josh Bush, and he will be lit up like a Christmas tree for a loss of 3. That's Derek Berry who brings him down. I wasn't paying attention. Oregon faked the punt, and they still have the ball. Anyway, 1st down here for the Ducks, as they are very lucky to still have possession. Short pass for James on the screen. He's running backwards, and Sam James loses a yard. That was Josh Wilson who brought him down after a couple broken tackles. Oregon is punting it again, this time from the 31, which really makes me think that they're probably going to go for it. So I would watch out for that. No, they actually punt it. Wow. Westlake had a 3-and-out, so here comes out the punting unit, and it's a fake. After Oregon fakes the punt, Westlake will fake a punt of their own. Alberto Prompel has it, taking his sweet old time, and he just throws it away. And Oregon will get the ball back with darn good field position. Oregon started this drive at the 27. Definitely bad coaching by Westlake there. I don't know what on earth they were thinking by deciding to fake the punt. As on second down and 4, Sean Briggs is right there in the backfield for a loss of 3 as Josh Bush has nowhere to go. 4th and 1 at the 18. The Ducks are going to go for it again. These two teams really do not like punting or kicking field goals, especially Oregon, which is pretty strange. They've already gone for it twice here in the first half. 1 for 2 up to this point, and they're also letting the clock go. They don't want Westlake to have much time if they do get the football back. Play clock now at 6. We don't have all day, guys. It'll be snapped. Bush keeps it. Bush, first down and more, brought down at the 12. 50 seconds now left to go here in the half. The Ducks are in the red zone at the 12. Their conversion on 4th down did work. Gutsy call, but it definitely did pay off as Josh Bush will run for the touchdown. And we are now tied up just like that. Maybe Westlake shouldn't have faked the punt. This game is now tied up at 7 apiece, but the Hornets have a very interesting opportunity. 42 seconds left and 3 timeouts to drive down the field. And then they start the second half off on offense. So they have a little bit of double trouble here. Let's see if they can take advantage. That certainly doesn't help as Curtis loses 12 on the sack by Nick. They're down in 22 at the 8. Maybe Westlake should just try to chew the clock rather than go for a big play. As it's a 5-wide set. I guess you're not listening to me. Curtis sacked, fumbles the football. Thankfully for Westlake, Jeremy Reynolds recovers, or else that could have gone very bad. 21 seconds left. Oregon is starting almost at midfield. Good punt from Alberto Prompel, but he was pretty backed up. And the Hornets obviously ended their drive at the 8-yard line. Is on first down. I think that play will pretty much end the first half. Baker loses 4. It is 3rd down and 8 here for Westlake. They are 2 for 5 on 3rd down. And their offense needs some momentum as they are really struggling. Let's see if they can get it here. Curtis looking to throw it. Under pressure. Finds Brown. Excellent play by Malik Brown as he was able to get for first down and even more, gaining 15 yards. It is another 3rd down here for the Westlake offense. This time they are 10 yards away. The Hornets are 50%, 3 for 6 today on 3rd down conversions. As Peyton Curtis, he's going to take a shot deep for a wide open man. That's Nigel Wiggins, and Wiggins is brought down at the 1 for a gain of 41. Huge play right there for Westlake. Now it's 1st and goal for 1 after the big 3rd down conversion right there from Nigel Wiggins. As Curtis hands it off for Dante Savage, who easily gets the touchdown, and the Westlake Hornets will regain the lead. Touchdown for the redshirt freshman Dante Savage as the Hornets are now up 14-6. Oregon quarterback Michael Burke is back. Let's see what he can do here on a big 3rd down and 8 for the Ducks. They have it at around the 47-ish yard line. As Michael Burke, under pressure from Spencer, he's going to outrun Spencer and get the first down with his legs as he gains 13 yards and is injured once again, it looks like. In his first drive back, he still finds a way to get injured, and Josh Bush is right back in the game as Bush gets the handoff. There goes Bush, wrapped up by Owen Jackson at the 10. Michael Burke has a bruised ankle, and thankfully for the Ducks, it's not a serious injury, and he can probably return to this game pretty quickly. 3rd and 6, screen pass for Bailey, and that'll be an Oregon touchdown as Mike Bailey will tie this game up for the Ducks, as it is now 14 apiece. After struggling in the first half, both offenses started the second half off with a pair of touchdowns. Let's see if Westlake can build some momentum off of their scores. Dante Savage gets the football. Savage running around defenders. That's a very nice run. I don't know how long the run was, but it won't tell me, but still a nice play by Dante Savage nonetheless. 3rd down and goal at the 7. Westlake is getting very close to the end zone, but if they want to get a touchdown, they're probably going to have to get it here as Curtis looking to throw it. Peyton Curtis scrambling, incomplete, and he got hit quite hard on that play, and he is hurt. Not good news for Westlake. I thought we just got deja vu from the Texas game, but luckily for Westlake, Peyton Curtis just bruised his ribs. He'll be fine to return. As here's Matt Fellows for the lead. It is good. As the senior, Matt Fellows will drill the field goal and it's now 17-14. Michael Burke is back in the game, despite getting banged up for a second time today with a sprained ankle. As 3rd down and 7 here for Oregon, 6.5 minutes left to go in the 4th. As here's Michael Burke looking to throw it. Screen pass, and it's almost picked off, but instead Billy Baker gets it for 6. However, he is going to be brought down, and that'll make it a 4th and 1 at the 50, and Oregon's going to go for it again. 2 for 3 so far on 4th down, and Westlake will get a stop. Agobo Anecho gets to the backfield, and Michael Burke loses 3, and Anecho's big play will give Westlake the football back. The Ducks have looked good so far on this possession, but they need another stop. 3rd and 10 here for Westlake. 5 wide set. Peyton Curtis is alone in the backfield. Curtis, risky pass, and it's incomplete. Jamal Roberts with the deflection, and the Ducks get the ball right back, and 10 for 24. Peyton Curtis has not had a great day. Despite getting stopped on 4th down, the defense bailed this offense out, and now it's the Oregon's offense's time. That sounded really weird. Anyway, 1st down, Michael Burke just stood there. Maybe he was pissing his pants as Cole Spencer is easily able to get the tackle for a loss of 5. So Peyton Curtis just ran out of bounds on 1st down for whatever reason, bringing up a 2nd and 17. Westlake just needs to be smart with the football, and they should be fine, but so far, they've made a few questionable play calls as Curtis fakes the sack, pump fakes twice, and then does get sacked for a loss of 11 by James Oregon just used their first timeout. They have 2 remaining as it's 3rd and 28. Westlake would love a conversion, but it is sort of unlikely as Peyton Curtis, he's going to take a shot deep for a wide open Malik Brown. No Oregon defenders covered him. I don't know why, as he gains 51 yards. Westlake is just chewing the clock right now as the touchdown virtually ends this game. Curtis will look to throw it here on 1st down. Looking for Everett Lemieux, who comes down with it. Extremely risky pass by Curtis, but it works as Lemieux catches it. And with that touchdown, Everett Lemieux ties Ayo Iluko for the most receiving touchdowns in school history. It does not look like the Westlake-Oregon game will end in an upset. However, Notre Dame shocks number 4 Navy, and BYU upsets number 2 Washington. With a minute 32 left in this game, Oregon is down by 10 without any timeouts. They would need a miracle if they want to win this game. Burke on 1st down under pressure. He is sacked by the junior. Who else but Owen Jackson? It is 3rd down and 16 after the sack by Owen Jackson and a spike on 2nd down as Oregon needs a big play here. Michael Burke, it's going to almost be a sack, but instead a screen for Baker, and it doesn't matter as Lawrence McCoon with the tackle for a loss of 2. Nice hit from the true freshman, Lawrence McCoon. And also nice pressure from the other true freshman, Marcus Shelton. 4th down and 18 for Oregon, under a minute to go. This is the football game as Burke looking to throw it. Michael Burke under pressure, and he didn't get sacked. He actually gained 2 yards, but they needed 18 yards, not 2, and that'll pretty much end the game. That is how this game will end as the Westlake Hornets survive 24-14 over the Oregon Ducks. This was a very close game, and Oregon really played their hearts out. However, Westlake's defense was able to get stops when they needed to, and they will improve to 8-1. It was a very ugly game offensively. Peyton Curtis only 50% completion. Dante Savage didn't have his best game. Peyton Curtis got sacked 5 times, and the offense definitely has some work to do, but this defense, however, is on sky high right now. Obviously, that wasn't Peyton Curtis's best performance. However, he has had a great season. However, he is a redshirt sophomore. After this year, he will be eligible for the NFL draft. So what does that mean for the future of the quarterback position? Well, we're about to find out any second with the newest Westlake commit if it ever decides to load. There you go, everybody. Stephen Westwood has committed, the number 1 quarterback in the nation. He is going to become a Westlake Hornet.